Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to my second YouTube video. Today we are just going to quickly go through a roll of Kodak 400TX that I shot over the span of a week. I was in a couple different places. So I first loaded the roll of Kodak 400TX when we were in Goolwa, South Australia. Went up there for the weekend and just spent some time with my best mate's family, and we just kicked it, hung out, and I tried to take some photos. Like I said, the shots were done over a week, so I've got a mixture of Goolwa, my family, so my mum, my sister, my nephew. I did a bit of a walk through the city, and then I did a lunchtime walk just around my area, which is a bit of a suburban area, and I just went down to the local pond and tried to capture some nature and see how that went. So yeah, got a mixture in this roll. I've got people, I've got portraits, urban city street, and then I've got some nature as well. So let's dive into it. Let's have a look. Also, I was using the Lux Light Meter app to try and get my exposures right, and from first glance looking at these, it looks like the app works pretty good. So I took a couple of shots where I would use the app, and then I would use the in-camera light meter. So yeah, but most of them were using the app because I wanted to see how it works. So let's see how we go. All right, let's dive into number one. All right, so yeah, this was the first shot I took. I was having troubles working out the app, and you can see that this shot was exposing for the highlights. It was a very bright, overcast day, so it was just really bright skies, but overcast. So you can tell that it was metering for that. This one worked out a lot better. So I used the app, and I pinpointed it right here to capture the to expose for the shadows, or to meter for the shadows, and looks pretty good. Black and white is so different. I've never shot black and white. Even with my digital photos, I never really shot with the intention for it to be in black and white. We got Baxter here, the old fella, basking in the sun, just taking it all in. He's a man. I like the black and white feel though. I am digging it. It's different. There's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of emotion. But just look at Baxter here. You can just tell he's just pondering on life. Like, man, I got a good living down by the beach, get fed all the time. Why would anyone want to give this up? This was my baby Jax. Well, he's not a baby. He's turning 8 this year. This would have been so good. Why didn't I get that in focus? I mean, it's so bloody frustrating. That would have been so cute. My nephew Emilio, I like this. It's clean. I like black and white portraits. I think I really dig it. I think I dig it. We're hitting up into the city now. I like it. There's just a lot more character. I feel like there's a lot more character in black and white photos. This is cool. I did like this. Oh, I did just miss the wall. I like this one. Exposed, okay. I think this is exposed and made it good. You can see everything in here. These were all colored, so that they've come out awesome. You've got the little spider here. Yeah, I like this. This one's cool. I'm happy with this. There's great depth. Like, looking at this, from what I can see, I don't think there's any lost information. Like, we can go all the way back to the end of the street here and still see everything. Then I had the lady here walking right in between the two things. That was good. If only this car wasn't there, would have been even better. But yeah, man, I like this photo. It's cool. Yeah, I was standing here for ages to try and capture this. This guy was just standing here, leaning on the pole, talking to whoever, and there was just cars coming back and forward. And then when there was a clean spot with no cars, this guy was walking through, and I was just like, I can't sit here any longer. I'm gonna have to take it. And so that's what we came up with. And I think I moved down. Yeah, this one is yeah, I like this one a bit better. I think this one would look nicer in color, to be honest, but. Yeah, not bad. This one was hard. This one was hard to expose for. I didn't really know where I was trying to. I was from memory. I was exposing for the handrails. I was using the Lux Light Meter app to pinpoint right here, and it just kept telling me risk of being overexposed. And I guess it was kind of right. But I'm happy with this image. It's pretty symmetrical. I like it. I would post this for sure. This just didn't turn out well. No information, dark. But I mean, that's kind of got a cool vibe to it. Like just the outside isn't blown out. You know what I mean? Like it looks cool. Like the way that it's just spilling onto the floor here. I don't mind that. Like if we cropped that like right there, usable. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna crop that. Let's see. It's 1 by 1. Yes, I like that. My mum again. I love this photo. I love that photo. I love it. Look at that. Good depth of field. Portraits, black and white. I dig it. Okay, now this is me on a lunchtime walk. When I took this shot, it was a cloudy day with blue skies peeking through, and back here there was this awesome little cloud just situated right there, and the rest was just like this, light blue sky. I shot for the colors in this, and you can't even tell. Like now, it just looks like bushes and trees, and a path, but. Yeah, so getting in the mindset of seeing it in black and white before taking the photo, that was pretty difficult. Oh, misfire. Okay, it was a pretty harsh day. The sun was pretty harsh here. Everything seems to be exposed. So, I mean, the light meter works. I remember putting it here. Because this was it was here because this was one of the darker spots of the frame that I was about to take because I was attracted to this trailer, and it's done it well. Like, it's done it well. This one was just, I was walking and I had the leading lines here, and then this old car came through and I was like, boom, gonna take it. So I mean, look, if you're looking at this picture with the lines and where it travels and the way where your eye travels, it's a pretty good picture. Like it's like boom, 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 car, and you go around the corner and you're thinking, where the hell does he go? And that's without the car. Again, trying to shoot nature was a bit difficult. I mean, the leafless trees in black and white just look lifeless to me. They just look like a whole bunch of sticks. I mean, they are a whole bunch of sticks, but it doesn't that doesn't really appeal to me if I'm being completely honest. Like this as well, it doesn't for what I enjoy. I think I need to take portraits with black and white. I think that's going to be the best case scenario for me. Oh, these were sleeping ducks. So it was about 1:30 in the afternoon. Went for a walk down to the pond, and these ducks were sleeping. Then we had the big white duck, and I also got chased by this other bird that I've never seen before. I think it thought I was attacking his food or whatever, and he chased me. He literally chased me. So I got a couple of pictures of the duckies. Use a light meter again. I use the light meter app and it works. Like, look at that. Remember my Portrait 400, the shadows, they sucked. Yeah, this was the bird. This bird was arcing up hard. Chased me. I kid you not. This was the final shot, and this was a true test to the light meter, because the sky was just bright. It was just so bright white. Yeah, I wanted to see how it works. So the light meter, I had pointed it here, because this is the darkest part in my opinion, and exposed for that to those settings. Yeah, the composition could be better, but in terms of just trying to practice the exposures and the metering, worked well, I think. You can see all the way. There's nice little clouds. I don't know what that is. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. All right, guys. Okay, so thanks for tuning in for this one, guys. That one was my first time shooting black and white film. Now that I've got a feel for it, now I know where I want to use black and white film, which is mainly for portraits. I think that's going to be fun. And I actually want to put black and white in there again straight away. But I do have a roll of Portrait 400 in there, which I'm just taking pictures of. But yeah, overall, black and white is cool. I'm not very good at shooting landscape black and whites. I don't really understand it yet, but I will get there. We've got Portrait 400 coming up. What else can I say about what happened? Screwed up the focus in a couple of those shots, so I got to work on that. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm starting to get a real feel for the camera. Loading film has become so much easier now. Like, I just put a roll of Portrait 400 in there, and it was just boom, done. So satisfying. And yeah, now that I know the Lux Light Meter app works pretty well, I'm keen to see how I use it with color again, and how that comes together. Oh, Jesus. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week for another video where I will be reviewing my photos. I'm also thinking about taking some inspiration from other photographers, reading some photo books and trying to recreate those photos to, again, try and develop my skills in film. And also, now that I am getting a bit more comfortable with the camera, I think it's time for me to bring in my digital camera to make these more of a better production. Because at the moment I haven't been wanting to use my digital camera to film anything, because it'd just be way too much happening, setting up your shots and trying to work out camera settings for the analog camera. There's just way too much. But I think I'm getting to a point where I can start making better productions. So with that being said, so once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed me just talking about my own photos. How self-centered is that? Leave a comment down below if you have any tips for me, and subscribe if you want to follow along with my journey. I've got another video coming out weekly, and we're only going to be getting better. This is how I'm practicing. This is how I'm staying accountable. I'm doing it to get better. Come join me. I'll see you next week. Cheers.
Yeah.